Gaming forms an astronomically large portion of the content on YouTube, and in my opinion, it generally slots into at least one of these two defining traits. It's either informational, comedic, or a bit of both. Whether it be guides, walkthroughs, let's plays, compilations, news, tutorials, stream highlights, unboxing, playthroughs, commentary, funny moments, or reviews, the category is so saturated with tons of talented creators that attempting to stand out is like rocking up to a bodybuilding comp and being like, yo, what up? I don't exercise, I ain't showered since 2010. I smell faintly of an old buttered sausage, and my favorite video game is Fortnite. Vote for me as the next president of the United States. Take this guy for example, contemporary aspiring gaming content creator Dunkey. Amongst his Roblox playthroughs, some of his greatest works include Oranges. Not to be outdone by prior title, I did a Simonon tossed crench crossword puzzle and be at it epically. I found him on an article for tips on growing your YouTube gaming channel where he said, "Someone help me out here. It's my dream." If you did, thank you so very much. And unfortunately, preceding the release of Dunkey's magnum opus 1 year ago, a 5-part series named Coffee Time, the channel has been abandoned. Being one of the countless hardcore gamers looking to make their mark in the content space, something I've pondered as of late is what can make a creator like Dunkey stand out? To answer this, I look to who inspires me the most on YouTube, and for this case, narrow it down to the gamers, and I'm left with a collection of entertaining, funny, amiable, and talented creators. But for gaming content, one stands above the rest. I don't miss a single upload, 95% of their videos I watch until the end. For the gaming videos I've been making, this person takes the cake as one of my biggest inspirations on YouTube. Videogamedunkey.
Fuck you, suck my dick and balls.
Striking a perfect balance between hilariously goofy gags and insightful critical analysis, all while exhibiting a refreshingly rare authenticity in doing so. Videogamedunkey is someone I have plenty of praise and admiration for. So today I'm going to try my best to delve deep into what makes Dunkey so entertaining and successful, or just big him up for as long as I can. I don't know really.
Funny.
To start with, you know what rhymes with funny? Yep, Dunkey. It's right fucking there in front of you folks. That's the video. Good night. What I like about Dunkey's sense of humor is that it's versatile and very much his own. This guy busts out games you've never fucking heard of before and somehow manages to make them funny. You ever heard of Bubsy 3D? Gex? League of Legends?
This is what Tim Burton thinks about when he's in the tub.
This is like smoking crack at Don Cheadle's house.
I haven't been this scared since I was trapped in Barry Manilow's rumpus room.
This is like fucking shit.
Videos like these showcasing ancient, often forgotten games while still being funny is a testament to how prevalent Dunkey's character is. And to me, Dunkey just has so much more character than most people in the space. If you're at all familiar with gaming on YouTube, you have probably heard at least one of his signature catchphrases.
Not even close, baby.
Fuck you, suck my dick and balls.
I'll have the spaghetti and meatballs.
Knack 2, on the other hand, is a masterpiece. Oh, look at the graphics. Look at the graphics.
You guys ever had a friend where every second joke you make, they tell you is immature or childish?
Chicken thighs. Whoa, Echo's rapping.
What, rapping presents?
Oh, I get it!
Saying that aloud, perhaps that's not very common after all, but it did always frustrate me, as if the jokes someone makes somehow reflect their maturity. Personally, I feel like the more free you feel to make whatever damn jokes you like and not be concerned about appearing childish or immature, the more mature that makes you. Well, most of the time. But Janice Banner is funny, okay? Dunkey doesn't shy away from humor that some might call immature, and this in a way opens himself up to his audience.
Totoro comes home to find his wife in bed with Family Guy.
You're more likely to feel comfortable being a goofy idiot around someone if they're like that to you. You look at other amazing YouTubers of similar caliber and their comments are just Mean and unnecessary. Dunkey's comment section is unique in just how involved fans get with reciprocating his iconic sense of humor. Every video you got comments saying that something was the first Strand type thing, that he holds the world record on Bowser's Big Bean Burrito, or quoting Gex, or that Dunkey's actually black, even on his damn wedding video for Christ's sake. These recurring gags don't only get funnier and funnier when used in different contexts, but also establish a closer relationship with viewers, where fans can feel more involved with the channel, ranging from making their own takes on his humor in the comments, to single-handedly affecting the reception to game releases.
I love that you can just type in neck on YouTube, and no matter what video you click on, there's gonna be you guys in there going, neck 2, baby, neck is back.
I mean, I thought I was the comedic genius to coin the unique and hilarious idea of rhyming two completely unrelated words together. Jana is spanner. But boom, turns the fuck out that Dunkey already did it.
Doom is boom. And this new Doom Eternal is the doomest boom yet.
And this isn't exactly uncommon either. The concept of a Dunkey clone is a fairly well-known one, and while it's mostly mentioned in jest, I do think there is an element of truth to it. Not that it's a bad thing either. I'd be honored for someone to refer to me as a Dunkey clone. In my opinion, it's just how developing a sense of humor works. Being funny is rarely self-taught. You resonate with the people you find funny, remember things they said that made you laugh, and you'll probably replicate that with your own twist at some point later on. It's a permanent cycle. By this principle, Dunkey's humor being highly influential to both fans and fellow content creators alike goes to show how iconic and effective it is.
We're all Dunkey copies.
Fact.
All in all, Dinkus is not only funny, but funny in a way that's relatable, genuine, and invites fans to interact and participate themselves. As well as this, his humor's often wacky, bombastic nature contrasts so well with the critical insight he otherwise provides to catch you by surprise. Talking about Dunkey so formally feels fucking weird. Whether it be his best of videos, game reviews, commentary on broader topics, or content on video game conventions, Dunkey excels at critical commentary that's insightful and representative of his profound passion for video games. And he often finds uniquely clever ways of conveying this. In his review for Knack, for example, you got two ways of getting the point across that Knack's visual design is fucking ass. One, you say Knack's design as a visual mascot is poor, as he has no distinct, easily recognizable features, isn't particularly visually appealing or interesting, and overall just lacks any element of charm. You probably already stopped listening to me halfway through that sentence. Or two,
he's such a garbage mascot. You look at Mario and Sonic, their design is so simple and iconic that even if a 4-year-old drew them, you would know who they are. Knack, on the other hand, is 2,000 little rocks that sort of shape into some fucking weirdo troll. Good luck drawing that shit, kid.
Often with game reviews, to me it feels like your words can be so much more effective when there are less of them. You're more likely to get a point across showing your viewers something over telling them. And to me it seems that Dunkey just has an intrinsic grasp of this.
Depending on your character, the dialogue can be bland and inoffensive, or just a complete fucking embarrassment.
As you wish, Your Excellency. 15 years, Your Excellency. I was but an orphan, Your Excellency. Your Excellency.
This kindness of yours will not be your ruin.
Your Excellency?
I know you are up to the task.
Your Excellency,
I had a dream.
A dream, Your Excellency?
Promise me that you will love one another forever.
Your Excellency,
Shut the—
Yeah, getting a hunch this game's dialogue ain't too hot.
This man's mind has been torn in two.
Yeah, getting a hunch for one of these games is better than the other. People often want to finish a video with something to take away, having felt like they've learned something, but also don't want to be preached, lectured, or droned on to for 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness! Then the characters start talking, and you go, oh no.
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
Dunkey's unique formula of interjecting bite-sized humor amidst his criticism helps to bolster his points, provide structure, and maintain viewer retention, and allows for his most diverse and entertaining video roster yet. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. The majority of Dunkey's content during the channel's early days was mostly focused around being funny exclusively, before releasing an increasing amount of more critical, informational content would begin to reveal the channel still had a lot of untapped potential. Some of the earliest editions of his signature series, Dunk View, which is an amalgamation of his name Dunkey and the word review, would feature complex analysis on titles such as Hatris.
Bulletproof Software presents Hatris. It's like Tetris with hats. What the fuck? 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 What the heck? Not a fact.
Or Minecraft.
Minecraft. I don't know why this game is taking off like it is. I mean, I don't think it's anything it's good. It's come bundled with Windows since what? Since Windows 95? Even before, even? It sucks. It fucking 0 out of a million. There's a million points. It didn't get a single one. It's such a fucking abomination.
No, not really. Clearly the analysis here is mostly comedic, but throughout the channel's history, more and more tidbits of critical insight from Dunk began to pop up as he got more comfortable giving his opinion. Hell, Dink Donk even has a playlist he's made called Serious Videos with No Jokes, where the first video, being a review on Watch Dogs, informs viewers.
Did you know that the driving in this game was developed by a gay rattlesnake, Fabio Enchilada?
Whereas its most recent video still has jokes in it, but then drops something like
Blizzards and thunderstorms heighten the tension. Sunlight peers through windows of abandoned storefronts. Trees and currents tear through the city and reinforce imagery of life and beauty slowly rising out of this world of darkness.
I could be off, but the process of Dunkey getting to a point where he can freely express his opinion seems like it was a gradual one, which I can relate to as of late. All of my wonky reviews thus far have been predominantly positive because it feels less nerve-wracking than to get up on a soapbox and start preaching about things you didn't like in a game that's beloved by thousands. Playing Hollow Knight recently, I've run into plenty of things that frustrated me or that I simply didn't like. The concept of talking about those things, having heard very little criticism of Hollow Knight in general otherwise, is pretty daunting. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared to talk about them. Maybe I'm projecting my own experience onto Dunk in an attempt to relate with him. Maybe I just feel obligated to state that fact in the first place to preemptively dampen criticism from my millions of viewers. Maybe I'm falling too far down the meta rabbit hole right now. Maybe I'm saying maybe too much. The point I'm trying to get at is, for me, critical content needs to be genuine. You can't half-ass it. The best critics are those that don't shy away from saying what they did or didn't like about something, regardless as to what the reception they get from saying that might be. Coincidentally, Dunkey gives his own views about this in his video Game Critics.
Game critics fucking suck. Right, guys?
Yeah.
An excellent point he makes is that a reviewer must acknowledge their shortcomings and do their best to communicate to their audience what kind of games they respond to. A review shouldn't be taken as gospel, but just as an expression of opinion. Just because Kenneth didn't like Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak for the Game Boy Advance doesn't mean you won't. Eventually, with enough discourse, your reviews become extensions of yourself and your tastes, and being transparent with these to viewers establishes what I think is Dunkey's strongest trait. Authenticity. Doinker strikes me as a very genuine person, and as of late I feel strongly that those are the best types of people. To start with, a drastic point in his career was the decision to quit playing League of Legends. This game garnered a gigantic portion of his initial viewership, and was what kept a lot of fans around as his primary genre of content for the first 5 years of his channel's existence. You can kind of tell in his video that for a long time prior he was struggling to enjoy the game, but played anyway for the fans' sake. But this just isn't sustainable. Dank loves games. Time and time again, watching his videos, I find myself surprised with how much of his passion and heart lies with everything video games, and it's honestly quite endearing to witness. I think the common factor at play here when delving into his humor or insight like I have been is that it's all authentically his. He'll make goofy jokes because he wants to. He'll say when he thinks a game is good when everyone else thinks it's bad, and vice versa. He doesn't pander by bullshitting about what he does and doesn't like. He makes movie reviews now that are actually good. He'll make random inexplicable short films about a train and birds. This guy's so true to himself that at his wedding he told his wife that he loves her more than Sprite, and I was crying just as much as she was. As a rookie YouTuber, I admire that Dunkey rarely clickbaits his thumbnails or titles and doesn't submit to the daily grind of churning out constant content. And I feel like that helps to make his channel and content feel so much more his own, because he's Videogamedunkey. Regardless of what his next creation will be, people will watch it for him. At the end of the day, Dunkey really just has a knack for YouTube. Psych, I'm gonna have to give Dinkers a 0 out of 5 because he's nitpicking and biased. Haha, I win. Bye bye.